you're a tough crowd to follow. Hi, my name is Mallard, and that's the toughest part of this whole speech. I'm one of Mike's 4 sisters, often referred to as the blonde one. And I'd just like to thank everyone here for coming today. I'm going to share some of Mike's family stories, some of his early years. Mike was born in Vancouver in 1962. By the time he was 5, it became very clear we had grown out of our little home on 24th Avenue, and it was time to move. So Dad, Mom, Jeanette, Kath, Mike, and I packed up and headed off to Tsawwassen. And soon after, Angela was born. Now, growing up, Mike was very protective of his sisters and friends. He always had our back. I remember on one occasion in elementary school, a friend of mine was being bullied. I assessed the situation, sized the boy up, and thought, yeah, no. Not going there. I need my brother. So off I ran, and I found him, and he came immediately. Now back then, the playground was like the Wild Wild West. There was no negotiating or use your words. Straight to action. Within seconds, the boy was flipped over Mike's shoulder, landing flat on his back, and with one swift right hook, it was over. And I was like, that's my brother. Of course, we did all get hauled off to the principal's office, asked our side of the story, and eventually we were sent off to class. But not Mike. He was asked to stay behind. I remember feeling so full of guilt and thinking, what is going to happen? What have I done? Is he going to get the strap? I thought, oh, I better wait. I better stay back. The door opens, and there was Mike with that cheesy grin on his face. Comes over to me, says, you can't believe it. I said, oh, I can. It turns out the principal put his arm around Mike and said, I'm really proud of you, Mike. Good job. Go a little easier next time. Now, get to class. What can I say? It was the 70s. Looking back on our childhood, so many good times spent with the Sim family. Camping in Point Roberts, I thought it was the interior. Big road trips in a Volkswagen bus all the way to Ladner. And lots of weekends either at their house or ours with the parents upstairs. I'm pretty sure the wine was flowing, the music was going, and the kids had the basement all to themselves. We were messing around, making forts, carrying on, and of course watching that one channel, hoping we liked the show that would come on that black and white TV, just hoping our parents wouldn't realize the time. We were having so much fun, we did not want it to end. It dawned on me that Mike was the only boy and spent most of his childhood with 7 sisters, not us 4, which might explain why later in life he found himself working for a paper company associated with feminine hygiene products and was quite comfortable driving around with a trunk full of tampons and Maxi pads. I I think Linda told me one time he got pulled over at the border and he was so proudly, come with me, and it was loaded with tampons. Oh, anyhow, we had a lot of traditions growing up. One of our favorites was Dad gathering all of us around the TV. I think we still have just one channel, I'm not sure, to watch the classics. Bridge Over River Kwai, African Queen, of course, Wizard of Oz every year. Tarzan, I'm not sure, I think that was more Mike. And of course, the biggie, Christmas Carol with Alistair Sim. Most of the time, Ange and I were just excited to stay up past 8 o'clock. We didn't care what the movie was. Anyhow, Mike loved these movies, especially Christmas Carol. Even into his adult years, he never missed it. Heather, you're nodding, right? And would often watch it by himself from beginning to end. Now, a day didn't go by without music playing, dancing, marching around the house, Mom teaching us how to jive, and Dad with his drum. First, I thought it was a drum set, but Dad made me change it. It was just a drum. Mike and Dad even loved to get our scrawny little dog JB going by doing circles around the living room while they yelled, "Arriba, arriba, andale, andale," and we all were like, "Woo!" This dog tore around like a crazy. I mean, I look back and it's like it was yesterday, and all I think is, it just didn't take much to keep this family happy. Seriously. Anyhow, it's no wonder that Mike ended up with such a love of loud, loud music. So loud, talking was not an option. You had to dance, and he loved it. We all did. When Mike was a teenager, he finally saved up enough money to buy these very expensive speakers.
The Bose 901.
The Bose 901. He begged our mom and dad to let these things hang from the ceiling in our living room. I'm pretty sure they were the most expensive thing in the whole world. I mean, we just thought we were royalty. Our poor neighbors. I mean, these speakers rocked. Mike decided to test them out one weekend when Mom and Dad were away, and he threw a huge party. And he almost got away with it if he had just remembered to set those clocks back, because it was daylight savings. So Mom arrives home, so excited to give her family this box of jelly donuts that came all the way from Edmonton. Couldn't wait. She had her nice little break from the 5 of us. She was coming in. She opens the door to find his friends sprawled all over the house. A few of you are here. Beer bottles everywhere. Place was upside down. Mom even said they were leaping out the windows when they saw her coming. And they were everywhere. And I was, what is going on? And there was Mike, standing in shock, probably with that cheesy grin again, saying, "Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. I was just about to clean up. I thought I had more time." Needless to say, Mike did not get a donut. So, Mike was always so generous. Our grandfather suffered from kidney disease, and every week, Grandpa had to go to St. Paul's for dialysis. He hated it. Unbeknownst to Grandpa, Mike approached the doctor and wanted to offer up one of his kidneys. He took all the tests to see if he was compatible, but unfortunately, Grandpa was too sick to receive a kidney. This was so Mike, willing to give away one of his kidneys without any thought. Grandpa couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe he would do this for him, but I wasn't shocked at all. This was who our brother was. He was generous, some might say to a fault. Even as recently as this summer, Mike had given away his pride and joy, the egg barbecue, so many times that he couldn't remember who he had promised it to. I think he was self-administering the marijuana just a little too much. I tell you, he had that tucked away under his pillow for most of the time. But he said he knew he wanted Scott McLean to have it. When Scott arrived one day at the hospital, Mike was in a panic. He told Scott, you gotta go to my house now. Dismantle the egg, take possession of it, get it to your house before another visitor arrives and I give it away again. I have no idea who expects this barbecue. Scott McLean does have it, that's all I can say. Now Mike, he had a huge heart. Sorry. Overriding all of his character assets was a killer sense of humor that was impossible to ignore. Insightful and cheeky, it won the day for him on many occasions. You may or may not know this, but over the summer, Mike derived much comfort from a spiritual healer named Maria. He always loved to hear what she had to say. Couldn't wait to tell me when she said his previous life, Mike apparently used to be a preacher with a very large flock that absolutely adored him. I mean, that was Mike's favorite moment of all time. Anyhow, after he passed away, Angela reached out to Maria and asked if she could connect with Mike just one more time. Near the end of the conversation, Maria heard Mike say, "Bon voyage, my friends. I'm going on vacation." And off he went. We love you, Mike. And we are super happy that you are going on vacation because it's a much nicer way to think about it. Anyhow, thank you very much, and thank you from the family for coming.